Welcome back, students. So in the previous video of our Month Stack series, we have discussed about the HTML attributes. So in this video, we will discuss about the HTML formatting elements. So HTML formatting element is basically created to highlight or to display a special type of text. For example, if we have a sentence and if we want to emphasize a single word, so we'll use a bold tag or a HTML formatting element. So by the use of formatting element, we can display a special type of text or a special type of phrase in between a sentence or any kind of paragraph or any kind of other element in the document. So let's discuss this HTML formatting elements one by one. First of all, let's discuss about this bold tag. So as clear from the name, so bold tag is basically used to highlight any word or any sentence from the paragraph, and it makes it look quite darker or quite bold as compared to the other text. So let's create a file name, and let's suppose we named it as formatting. So this is our file over here. So let's start the HTML tag. Let's start the body tag. We can also write over here the head tag, but that is not compulsory. Let's take an example of a paragraph, and let me write my name is Kuldeep Sharma. And in this paragraph, let me check the output. And this is basically the output of that. And let's say I want to highlight my name in this particular sentence. So for this, I'll write my name in the bold tag like this. Like this. Let's save this. Now you can see my name is quite bolder as compared to the other words in the sentence. So this is how we can use a bold tag to bold some kind of text, any syntax, any statement, any word, any quotations in a particular paragraph or in a particular line. So next we have the italic text. So next we have the italic text. So as you know, italic is basically a quite tilted text. I can show you. Let me show you this. So let me write down another paragraph. This line is written to demonstrate the italic tag. To demonstrate the italic text tag. So let's suppose if I want to make this word italic, so I'll write down like this, and I have to put this italic inside this. So let's see the output. Now you can see this italic over here is quite tilted to the right. So this is basically the italic text. If you want some kind of text in the italic format, you can easily write down just like this. So next formatting element we have the smaller text. So as compared to the other sentence, smaller text is quite small in the size. Let me write another paragraph. This line is used to show how smaller text tag works. So let's suppose if I want to put this in the smaller text. So this is the tag for that, and let's put this in the small tag. So let's see the output. This is, you can see, Now let me write down a normal text with him so you can compare. Now you can see a normal smaller written in the normal paragraph tag, and a word smaller with a small tag used. And it will not put a lot of change, but a small change we can see. So next formatting element we have the mark element. So marked element basically is used to highlight some kind of text into the sentence. Let me show you. So let me highlight this element. So we'll write down mark and let's highlight this. Let's save this. So you can see the marked element tag is used to highlight something like this. So next formatting element we have is the deleted text. The HTML deleted element defines text that has been deleted from a document. So browser will usually strike a line through the deleted text. Let me show you how. So now let's say del, and that's it. We have to put the text inside this deleted text. So this is basically the output. So this is how a deleted text tag. So it will just strike through a simple black line from the selected text. So next we have the inserted text. So the HTML inserted element defines a text that has been inserted into a document. So browser will usually underline text. In the deleted text, the browser will usually strike a line through the deleted element, but in the inserted text, usually the browser will underline the inserted text. So let me show you how. Now let's change the tag, which is INS. INS stands for the insert. Let's save this and let's see the output. So this is how basically an inserted tag looks like. So next we have two tags which are interrelated. One is subscript text and other is superscript text. Subscript text can be used for a chemical formula like H2O, or if you want to write down a mathematical formula, you can use down a subscript element. So let me show you how. So we want to put this 2 in the subscript of the H. So we'll write down the subscript text. Let me show you. So for this 2 we'll write down sub, and let's close this sub. Let's save this and let's see the output. Now you can see this is the output. Okay, so 2 is also goes into the subscript. Let me correct this. Let me put 2 out of this subscript like this. So this is how a chemical formula can be written using a subscript text. Next we have the superscript. Superscript can be used easily in the mathematical formulas where you want to write down something in the power format. So let me show you how. This is how pi r square will looks like. But we don't want it like this. We'll write down. Let's say we write down pi multiplied by r square, and we'll put this 2 in the superscript. So we'll write down superscript. So let's see that. So this is how the superscript. So the 2 will be going into the upper half of the r, and it looks like r scale as written into a common mathematical formula. So you can write down any chemical formula using a subscript, and you can easily write any mathematical formula using a superscript. So this is all about the HTML formatting elements. In the next video, we'll discuss about the hyperlinks and the images in brief. Thank you.